Hi, I'm Linnell Meath, HR Business Advisor at MRA, the Management Association. On November 22nd, a Texas federal judge issued a preliminary injunction for all employers putting the new FLSA overtime rule on hold. Therefore, the rule will not take effect on December 1st as planned. Given the surprising development, employers are left wondering, what are we supposed to do now? In this short video, MRA will share next steps employers can take. Right now, the court's injunction is temporary, so we are in a wait-and-see holding pattern. Employers should take the time to focus on the specific criteria that's required for a position to be exempt from overtime under the FLSA, and that criteria involves salary and duties. A position generally must meet these three elements. They must be paid on a salary basis. The salary basis must meet the minimum threshold, which due to the current injunction means back to the $455 a week and not the $913, and the duties performed by the employees must meet one of the white-collar duties tests: executive, administrative, professional, outside sales, or computer exemption. Because a position must meet both the salary and the duties test in order to be considered exempt, employers should also continue to update their job descriptions and analyze their positions. This is definitely time well spent, as we don't know how this overtime rule will eventually be decided. Employers should focus on evaluating the duties performed by employees and then work through the duties test to see if they apply. Organizations should start with the assumption that all positions are non-exempt and then identify for each position which exemption applies. When the decision to classify an employee as exempt or non-exempt is a close call, employers should classify the employee as non-exempt. One of the biggest challenges employers face now is that they've been planning for the December 1st changes for months, and many have already communicated salary and/or status changes. If you're one of the employers who have already communicated changes, you do have two options. The first is stay the course, continue with your current plans. You would not do anything differently in case the injunction is lifted in the future, meaning you would make the salary adjustments as planned and reclassified non-exempt positions would start to receive overtime pay. Alternatively, you could undo the changes made or communicated and go back to following the current overtime regulations until further guidance. You could tell employees that the overtime rule has been put on hold and changes will either not take place or will be reverted at this time. Admittedly, this option may create confusion for employees, so organizations, if they decide to take this step, should really look at carefully crafting their communication to help employees understand what's going on. Now, MRA has a sample communication memo in our resource center that members can download specifically for this purpose. Finally, if you haven't made or communicated any changes yet, those discussions can be postponed until further notice. You would continue then to follow the current overtime regulations. If you're unsure how to proceed or you want to talk through these considerations, MRA is here to help. Our 24/7 HR hotline advisors can answer your questions, and our resource center has an FLSA exemption rules toolkit with further resources. MRA also provides training on evaluating positions for exemption classification, and our compensation professionals can help draft job descriptions, can conduct analyses of positions, and can assist organizations with pay plans that will help you attract and retain the best talent. MRA is continuing to monitor any FLSA developments and will provide updates as soon as they become available. Thank you.